Hmm.
Hello? Hello? There's a bit of feedback. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Yeah, I also had the stream value on.
Uh,
Two extos.
let's do it this way. Let's
What
just
way?
check No, I'm just checking mic levels. So I think we're live. I think I see audio
We
levels
are we are
good.
live. Hello,
Um,
hello.
I've been away. I'm back now. My name is Christophorus
I think I'm a
Extophorus.
little louder than you. I'm definitely a little louder than you. You
Yeah,
should turn me down as per normal.
as per
Uh,
as is tradition. I think I'll
Me
go.
being loud, crazy.
Let's go almost double the dampness. Let's do a mic check right
Okay.
now. No, now you're too low.
Hello.
Oh no, you're fine.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm still might be too loud actually. Looking at the bars on your
yeah,
stream.
yeah. Okay, we'll just
Uh,
go. I can,
you
uh,
can do it a little bit lower. It'll probably find them.
obvious audio engineer here. So yeah,
Yep,
so
yep.
uh, thank you, kidneys, for joining me early this morning. I've just got home from a trip and kind of missed the first weekend, missed all the shenanigans, but I did get a copy of OOTP from the work that Aster and Durden and I did. So thank you for them. But what that means is I have a bunch of alts, and I still haven't created my main. I'm gonna save it till after Dish's show, which is in 3 hours, right? 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, 3 hours and 30 minutes is the new time for TWIPT, which is noon Eastern US.
Yeah.
So,
So for now, I created one team. We'll take a look at that team. But for now, I'm just gonna rip these starters packs and let resident spreadsheet man, your kidneys, tell me how good or bad
I'm
they are.
coming ill-equipped. I do not have spreadsheets ready yet.
I don't think
For
anyone has
chat who
spreadsheets.
doesn't know, EXO went on a trip, so this is really his first impressions of 24, like right now. So it's kind of cool, even
Yeah,
though it's a few days late. But
I did. So I played a bit of the beta. I didn't. I don't know the beta. I was busy. I had an exam, and then I went on a trip, so I didn't have a lot of time to go through the beta. I think generally there's been a lot of kind of comments about the UI, and yeah, there's it takes it's a lot different than 23 for sure. Um,
mhm.
I think there's potential for more information in areas, but we'll see. But like I think this area, I don't know. Can you see my mouse cursor? Well, the area in the top left and in the top right, I think in general is a lot larger than last year. So, and I think
Mhm.
they kind of hold that Chrome throughout, which hopefully they are planning on doing something, pack some information in there. But maybe that's where PT Live's gonna go. I don't know. That'd be kind of neat to see like real time tickers.
PT Live already has its own slot, but if you click on it, just says coming soon. So
We're okay. Well, let's rip these packs and
you have to actually get into the game first. Yeah.
let's rip
But
these starter packs.
let's
Uh,
do it.
okay, so the card art in general, I know there's been a lot of hoopla about the '90s card art.
I think the rest of it, personally, for me, is a big upgrade. I like a lot of it.
Yeah,
I
I
just don't
think
like the 90s.
I think the live card without the bar on the left is fine. And a lot of the other stuff is kind of incremental changes, which is fine. The green hue versus the blue hue is kind of funny, but
It is a
um,
little funny, yeah. I really like the 2010s cards are my favorites by far. I think it's a super clean, fresh look. I love those.
so I'm guessing none of these are actually really.
Fred BB you can play in bronze if you want to. Kind of one of the funny things right now is iron pitchers are better than bronze pitchers. So
Yeah.
my bronze tournament team, probably 10 or 11 of the 12 pitchers are irons on it. Um,
And oh, I have
yeah.
a Dodger, so that's good, isn't it? Right? I
If
heard
it was a
Dodger.
silver or above, yes. I mean, it's an iron. It's an iron, right? Like,
Yeah.
we actually have less irons than other teams. The Hershizer's not a terrible card. Oh, you got a silver? Nice. Oh, Adam Dunn is great. Adam Dunn is like one of the best iron hitters. He's a monster. That's an awesome pull to start out with.
Yeah, that goes for a lot.
Yeah, I would keep it
Yeah.
100%, but it's a very good card.
Nick Fortes.
I don't know that one. A lot of that's actually not a bad price for a silver still. I wouldn't be
575
against selling that at
or
all.
133.
Well, I mean, it's P10 600 or 800? It's 800. I mean, if you can get
800.
800 for it, it's not terrible, right? I don't
Yeah.
think it's like a great card, but like, yeah, it's not bad. So,
Let's see if I can make this a little bigger.
if for some reason, oh, maybe that's the Discord stream quality is a lot lower than your stream's quality, which is kind of weird. It's almost like it's whited out. I don't know why.
I can.
Oh,
Oh,
you know what it is? I'm only seeing your Streamlabs and not your actual game.
yeah. Hold on. Let me stop
Yeah.
that and then
We're
share.
professionals in here, Chad. Don't you worry. We're the best.
Here, you can just see that then. That's better.
Oh, that's way better. All right, great.
I
That's
do
a mile better.
I do that when I'm with Aster just because I flip between the different sources. So instead of like flipping what I'm sharing,
Oh, if you have slides and stuff, right? But we don't
yeah,
have slides or anything
yeah,
today, so
we're
yeah,
not
yeah.
we're not that prepared. Okay,
No.
so if anyone wants this card, yeah, let's go 999.
Yep. Yep, yep. Yeah, you could certainly play the Hershiser in bronze. It's not game breaking. It's okay. The home run rating on it's a little low, but the rest of it's very good. It's got a high PBABIP and everything. Looking at movement really doesn't reflect PBABIP almost at all. It's very hard to like judge that. It's pretty much just the home run rating when you're looking at movement. So
And then yeah, bunch of irons. Oh yes, the
uh
first '90s card.
the first 90s card. The live Christian Pash is pretty good in tournaments as a filler card because he's 92 range, all three outfield slots. Other than that, nothing in here too great.
I feel like this is going to be a
Uh,
staple for Caps, right? The Pache.
it'll be close to it. He is going to play this season. He got traded to Philadelphia because Reese Hoskins got hurt.
Yeah.
So his rating might go all over the place. He had a pretty good spring. I was really surprised to see him get cut. It was a really weird decision by Oakland, but
Considering like what I read on the Athletic and whatnot, I feel like Pache's batting ratings are probably overinflated. But
they might be. Like I said, he did have a pretty good spring hitting wise, which is why I think the cut was really surprising. Yeah, EBC, I agree. It's an awesome move for the Phillies. It's such a good move for the Phillies. But man, like Oakland, I think they replaced him with Brent Rooker, who's like a career negative one WAR player over like a season and a half's worth of sample. Like it's a weird move. It's not like Brent balled out in spring training either. I don't know.
yeah, you gotta wonder what Oakland's
I mean, I'm
thinking.
sure there's all sorts of behind the scenes stuff that they're seeing that we don't know. Like it's just a weird thing to give up hash for that. I don't know.
Uh, Especially after 1 year or whatever. But I think they what I
Yeah.
remember reading yesterday on the flight home was like he's out of options, and so he'd have to be put on waivers, and they just wanted
Well,
to move him.
certainly. I mean, yeah. I just think it's weirder. He's just not on the team, right? Like clearly your team is
Oh
probably not winning anything. Why not like let the guy who's a former top prospect who is one of the best clubs in the game just be on the team? I don't know.
yeah,
That to me was the weird part, right? Not that like they traded him when they got rid of him, but
no, that's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ooh, I clicked something.
oh, these
Uh,
are
so there's an interesting card here, which is the Mike Redmond. A lot of people are playing this card. It is the catcher ability card.
what?
I don't think it's very good. It's got a super empty bat. Uh,
Ooh, that's a big defense.
it's like a 97 ability card. So it's good for that, but there's a lot of like 75, 80 ability guys that have way better bats that I'm preferring. But
Is it kind of like so in 22 catcher ability you'd play Austin Hedges all day, and then
mhm.
23 it
All
I
right,
felt like
I'm a
23
little.
catcher ability was like more late game irons and your bullpen cap kind of synergy, but it wasn't required. And
A little bit. I think if we had framing runs in 22, we probably would have come to the same conclusion we did. I didn't think it was that vastly different, really.
Just playing
Um,
empty gloves or empty
I
bats.
think playing empty bats is almost always wrong.
Mm.
Um, that's kind of been my take recently. So I'm just not a fan of an empty bat, especially right now. There's so many teams in these tournaments with terrible pitching. That playing these guys that have power and eye are going to do so much more work than Mike Redmond, right?
So
Maybe when the meta refines itself down the line, you get a better edge playing Redmond. I just wouldn't do it right now.
So it's kind of interesting. Someone posted in one of the discords like why are pitchers like always underperforming? And I think with the quicks being shorter, that you're gonna just see more variance in your tournament results.
Yeah, like that's one of the interesting things about the quick change, right? Is it's so hard. Like you can't realistically get data for the quicks other than pulling like the one daily that lines up with them, right? So I think every format has one daily. I know at least Bronze and Iron do that lines up with the quicks, right?
Mhm.
Um, there's no way you're getting enough data out of quicks. You got to be a madman if you're gonna pull like 100. I think I calculated it was like 100 something quicks to get enough data for like to look at the top players, right?
Is that like
Um,
6,000 plate appearances or whatever? 5,000,
It
four
was for like
thousand.
5,000. It was a really rough estimation. But I do think that because of that, we're going to see some very interesting changes. I don't think the game is vastly different or pitchers are bad. I actually think the Iron pitchers are some of the most overpowered cards we've ever seen in Out of the Park Perfect team. To the point where hitting is just suppressed all the way into silver because I'm still playing these Iron pitchers in silver, like open silver. So,
Oh, like
do with that what you will.
not silver league, but open silver. Because
Open silver, like in a tournament. Like if
yeah,
I
yeah,
queued for the silver quicks, I would be playing iron pitchers.
that makes
Can
sense.
they play in league? Probably not. Like late game, if you're in a low level league, you could absolutely play these guys in league. Yeah.
Spores, Jarlin,
Some just
Nichols.
some lives. I don't think Simone is that good. He doesn't have defense. He's a 53. I don't remember Perez being typically good. The movement's really low. I'm really looking for home run prevention right now, and that would lead me to believe it's really bad. Um,
So my Galaxy brain take is that they've updated what modern means, and that's why we're seeing all crazy results.
I don't
Uh,
think so. I think if you remember you played the start of 22, right?
yeah,
So you remember last year where power was so crazy they had to tone it down, right?
yeah.
I think this is the same thing for the same reason why I didn't think it was that big of a deal because people just aren't running the right pitchers. There are iron pitchers with 128 movement that are decent pitchers. By movement, I mean home run. And I really think that it's just the meta isn't settled. People are running all sorts of terrible cards right now, and the people who do know what they're doing are playing the high power cards, and it's kind of skewing things, right? Um, I don't
Well, it
really
was
think
more.
it's that a big deal. I think if they leave it alone for like 2 months, it'll be back to the way it was before.
You think BABIP is going to normalize back to 300? Because that was a big thing. Is like BABIP
That's
seems to be suppressed, right?
Well, I think it's a double effect right now, right? Depending on who you talk to, they think pitcher BABIP is good or
Mhm.
pitcher BABIP is bad. If you think it's good and the cards everybody are playing are like these Adam Duns with like 30 BABIP, it's gonna double down on the effect. I would not do any sort of balancing adjustment for at least a month or two until we're really clear about the effects of pitcher BABIP and the meta settled, right?
So, but
Um,
isn't that an indictment on the engine? Because isn't the whole point of the engine normalizing stuff is that if
well,
Adam whatever whoever you mentioned was at 30 BABIP, that's gonna
so
be
I'll
re.
explain it. Right. So you're really close on that because in my opinion how it would work, right, is there's all these teams playing these tournaments, right? The good ones are playing Adam Dunn. Why? Because he beats bad pitching, right? That's fair.
Yeah.
The bad teams are playing all cards all over the rating spectrum, and it's probably really hard for the engine to say, okay, Adam Dunn is actually like a better relative BABIP to the game. Like it's probably only like a few points better than it should be. Versus like once the game is refined and if the whole world is playing Adam Dunn like cards, then it'll be a totally different shape, right? But what I'm assuming is happening is these players with Adam Dunn are getting like farther into the tournament because it is a better card, but it's not like it's re-rating the tournament based on the tournament round, right? Um, so I
Yeah,
think based on the card pool in the tournament, to me it would make sense that Adam Dunn is like gonna hit 200 BABIP right now, but
yeah, and I think what we've seen in the past is the modifiers really impact the results. Because like when
yes.
Astor and I have kind of gone through and we've looked at when we had the 32 team quicks and we had all that data, and then we would go and look at like some of the PTCS stuff. The results would be kind of all over the place just because I think it was based on the card pool and
Mm-hmm.
what's available. But at the
Yeah,
same
I was
time,
I've been using your guide because this is my first time ever playing dailies and weeklies, and I've been using your pitch count guide and like your format rough, like what's good, what's bad guide. It's been very helpful.
yeah,
So
and I think it's it is kind of interesting how the card pool gets re-rated, but where the normalization happens, and this is something that probably I'd want to do sometime when I finally have free time in the next couple of weeks, is look into um, the differences in the base game sim module between playoffs and regular
mm-hmm.
game type,
Yep.
because the understanding I have, which I don't know anything. I've just asked people, and the speculation is that tournaments are played in a sim module that is set to playoffs, or I think
Yep.
there's like a high leverage one. But so
Yes, yes, yes.
I wonder if the normalization for that is always different. And if you think of how just league plays, and you think of how um, league gets renormalized, I feel like it's probably like daily, um,
Mm-hmm.
and then the
Yep.
playoffs you get really well, apparently random results. Like it's not random; it's a different
It is a different setup.
it's a
Yes.
different setup, and so things are.
Yep.
But what that means, I don't know, and so that's something that when I
Yeah,
have some
that's
time.
something I also wanted to look into this year. I know Izadafo was in the main saying that like there's no player splits in playoffs,
Right.
which would explain why there's no splits in tournaments, right?
Yep.
So
Yep. Which lends
yeah.
more weight to that kind of theory. But
Right, that they're being evaluated in a different format than like what league play would be. Yes, correct. Like absolutely agree, right?
yeah.
That something is definitely different. Uh that I wonder what they're adjusting for, but like in general, we know that like in tournaments, right? Like home runs play up. I think it's I plays down, strikeouts play down. Like it's a very different environment than just like your Monday to Saturday league play, right? So I think
Yeah.
sciencing that out could be really helpful. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be what now that I finally have time and can
hmm
actually focus on something, on a hobby, instead of course I was working on. Okay, so these cards, any of them good?
I don't
Richard.
know any of these, which is probably a good thing. I think Richard is like okay. I've seen a few people play him. The science is ongoing. Hi, Chimera.
Yeah.
I've seen him in like every single tournament I've been in, pretty much.
Richard.
So no, Tycho.
Oh yeah. No.
Richard, I don't remember off the top of my head. I would have to
He.
separate the home run from PBAB if I can look.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, Chimera. I know is he. He's doing good work.
uh,
Well,
Richard is splitty, but probably still too low on home run for my taste at silver. I would not play the card. Um,
Peanuts
1.2
Lowry.
KP10 though, so he's a pack.
Okay. Uh, this card is not any. I should probably hold on to this. I would imagine until missions, or I can just.
Maybe, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people speculating about holding for missions already. I think that's a crazy game to play. They also adjusted all the mission values. They're in the card database, so perfects are going to be worth something crazy more than before. Because they made them 150 instead of 100, and then they lowered the points on every other card almost. So, like, I think an
Uh,
iron is 1 point, and like a bronze is 2 points now, and like substantially, like some of the golds that were 20 or 25 or 15,
that kind of makes
it'll be
sense
very
from like
different.
a mission structure. Like you,
Oh, it totally makes sense. I just hope they also don't um increase the mission value of missions. Because
sure.
otherwise, it's going to be like you have to have 3 or 4 perfects to do these missions. And that'll be terrible.
No, I
Um,
think, but the idea though is like if because how many missionless cards were there in 24 or 23? There were a lot, right? So, uh,
oh, so you're saying you could like just add all these low tier cards in to put them in missions, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal now? That's a
yeah,
good take. I haven't heard that. That's good. I like that.
yeah. Like
Um,
instead of like having whatever 30 40, like maybe have it 100 different cards. But yeah,
yeah, in it, yeah, really, it's just gonna they're gonna have to use the perfect sparingly and well, right, and that'll be a big deal, right, for what happens with that. The good thing is we won't have all these probably at the end of the game 30, 40K perfects, right? That's the good thing.
Peanuts Lowry seems like an iron floor, probably good choice. But
High iron floor. I can
yeah,
look. I haven't seen that. I think I've only played one high iron floor tournament.
like just as a
Peanuts. He's kind of got the wrong shape right now. He's a 73 range. He does play all three outfields and third base. That card's probably
yeah,
pretty good in higher iron floor. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That card's not bad for sure. I don't really like the other two irons. There's a really good 59 Ryan Chimp. You got a gold. Who's the gold guy? Silver and the gold Red Sox.
Verdugo. I heard the market in
A lot
general is
of
kind of
interestingly rated lives based on projections. Like Casas is like almost not played at all in the majors, and he's a gold. So interesting to see how he
uh,
plays out.
let's make some money.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh,
Red Sox, I believe, are one of the harder missions, like relative to like what you put in and what you get out. So
I like
yeah,
how
I'm sure you do EVC. So
I like how the silver is almost the same price as the gold.
oh yeah, there's a lot of like
That
if you're trying to do the live missions, don't just click on the silver card. Open the entire mission in the auction or the card shop. A lot of the times the golds are cheaper. I was buying golds for Baltimore instead of silvers because they were just cheaper. Uh, I don't know any of these other cards. Doesn't
I'm
mean they're bad. I just don't know them.
I'm a little surprised about Zach Pop. Like being a Blue Jays fan, when we got Zach Pop, like his idea was the home run suppression. So for him to have
Well,
69 movement,
he is very splitty. So he's actually an 80 home run VR and a 60 VL. The colors have
okay.
also changed a little bit. So like you see that 69 is in yellow, right?
Yeah, the gradients have been
Right, the gradients are so like there's cards that are like 91, 92 range that are like the light green color now, which
right.
is a little it'll get take some getting used to, right?
Yeah.
You feel lives are higher rated? Well, there's like twice as many diamond live cards right now as there were the end of last year. So I think yes, that's a true statement, EVC for sure. Oh, the Mustakas is good if you don't have Dave Kingman, who's a 46 and probably the best bronze third baseman. But Mustakas is pretty good, especially in platoon.
And
Uh,
Nito. None of these are
Nito's
like
okay. I think there's better low level catchers than Nito, but
yeah, that's what it kind of looks like.
um,
Last pack.
let's see. Oh, a gold. Hey, I
Travis.
don't know that one. I think his glove was like surprisingly bad for Travis Jackson.
Is this an
I can take a
87
look.
or an 81?
It is an 87. I
Okay.
know. He's at 86 range. That's his highest defense. He's not terrible. He plays third and short. He's pretty. He's not bad splitty, but he's better VL. He's a righty.
All right.
I probably wouldn't play this card, but it's not terrible for sure.
Horatio Pena.
Do not know
Oh,
that one. Maybe he's an Iron Floor card. Let's
Jake
see.
France. Cutter Crawford.
Wait. Oh, Pena, not Pena. He's a fun one. He's actually 104 pitcher BABIP. Um,
VR.
and then he's like 55 stuff, yeah, 52 home run, 50 control. It's not terrible. You could maybe play him in high iron floor. The problem is the iron pitchers are so insane. He kind of looks silly compared to the competition. Like if this was a card last year, it would be a pretty good card. Um,
Okay. I have my team.
hmm
And I can't go into tournaments until I'm in
Until
placement.
the entry pool fires, correct.
Okay, let's look at some cards.
What do you want to
Oh,
know? What are we looking at?
uh, let's do an iron team.
Iron
So,
team. All right.
what are
So
some of these
here's
pictures?
like right. So just to show you what's going on. No, don't sort by iron yet.
Okay.
Just go to 100. Go to starters. Uh, and then uncheck only show cards with cell order. And then sort the entire card shop by movement VR. Hmm. So
This is
that's
silly.
not even one of the best ones. He's a good one. The real good ones, I think the top two for me are Lundgren and Layfield. Lundgren's at the bottom of your screen. Layfield's probably a little bit farther down because he's a lefty. This card's unbelievable. Um, and then Layfield's a little lower. There's also some really, really funny ones. Like the Johnny Vandermeer, who's one spot below Lundgren, is ludicrous. 20 control, but like insane other stats. Uh, what
Now,
else? I mean, there's a Randy Johnson that's probably not as good as these cards, but funny enough, he has 125 stuff. Um, there's like a bronze version of him, Krakowskis, that's a little bit better. But yeah, silly iron pitching. Very clearly in the rating system, there's some if the card has below this control, the card is worse. I don't think it worked out very well. um, but yeah, there's enough of those guys that look like Lundgren and Wyckoff, and if you look up Lefty Layfield is my favorite. Um, yeah, he's nuts. He's a lefty, by the way. You can make an entire team of these cards, so that's
well,
certainly the thing to do right now.
all right.
Um,
Sorry for whoever just bid on this, but I'm gonna put in a bid over it. Uh,
I, if you want to look at hitters, there's some pretty good ones. But yeah, I mean, if you want irons, you just sort the card shop by movement, VR, and iron, and you'll get a good feel for what's good and what's bad.
so
Um,
I wonder, like looking at what people are playing, like in your comments previously of people just not still getting a feel for the card pool. Like, doesn't
mhm.
this wouldn't this mean that there's home runs are broken? Because if everyone's
If they're
playing
still being hit, no, because not everybody's playing these cards yet, right? Like the
no,
meta is still so unsettled.
yeah,
Like I
okay.
could queue into like a bronze weekly, and people are playing like an all live team, right? Because like people just don't have cards yet. It's so unsettled.
Oh, I
Like it's
guess on
right.
whatever Friday afternoon I entered a gold whatever was it eight person team with my
Right, the do or die, the new quick, yeah.
the new quick, and I won it with with basically this team.
Right,
Um,
and that's what I'm saying. Like the
yeah, okay,
it's better. There's a few whales out there that are good. The big PP package certainly helped.
that's gone
Um,
now, right?
no, it's going away soon. It is not gone. They're
Okay,
gonna announce when they're taking it away. They haven't
okay,
said yet, but they just wanted to let us know it was limited time.
okay.
Um, But yeah,
Yeah,
so there's a lot of good pitching. I don't think home runs are crazy broken.
yeah, okay.
Really, you would have to have enough data or like a different type of model to be able to like compare the best teams versus the best teams right now. I guess actually my model would do really well, right? Because I could say I think these are the best pitchers and put them against the best hitters and see what it spits out, right? Um, so maybe I'll get there. See, like that card, I don't like that much. I just think it's understated. But you certainly can find ones that are pretty nuts looking um, that exist. Um, like I wouldn't play that either. I'm quite a fan of the pitcher BABIP right now. Maybe I'm wrong on it, but
This is one of those like historically what we've been seeing, at least I didn't really pay too much attention in 22, but in 23 you get all these pitchers with low stamina. And I guess in 22 we had
No,
what, the Satchel Paige.
these
But
these irons do not have that issue. I
no, but
also
like
feel
he's
like in 22,
Dempster's a starting
this
pitcher with 27 stamina.
no, we have them, but I'm saying like the good ones are like all from Dead Ball era. Like Layfield has 95 stamina. I
Right.
think Lundgren's up there. There's a Diamond Satchel Page with literally 26 stamina, so it's a reliever, right? It's a reliever that
But
gets
it
his stuff
listed
boost.
listed as a starter.
Listed as a starter, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah. I do think the reason why those cards are so good and observed is because they're actually like basically only going 2 times through the order. I think in hindsight that was the solution to why that card was so much better and observed than my model, right?
Which card?
Like the Satchel Page in 22 bronze. I don't
Oh,
actually think
okay.
it was that Satchel Page was the best card. I think it was that it was getting pulled every game after 4 innings exactly. I think that was why it was so good.
You think that there's a three-time the order aside from Kingdom, Petrelli, Jimmy Ryan?
Landmark Mike has a good question. What cards are standing out? I don't think Petroselli is that good. Let me take a look at him again. You listed some of the good ones. If you want to look some of those cards up, Exto. Schimpf is great. Petroselli is not bad. It's not a lot of defense. Um, he's a shortstop. Yeah, but I don't. Maybe I guess I could see it. I was
I feel like
playing
that power
my.
is good for
It's
his
good. My
defensive.
thing was like Hamner at shortstop, who's got like the 100 range and still a bit of power. That's who
Huzzah.
I was running. I was a Hamner believer. Um, oh, congrats, Deco. Yeah, I made a bronze lineup. I've gotten like 5 messages from people. It's won a daily twice. Like I won a daily with it. Hamlet won a daily with it. Somebody in BFF just won a daily with it yesterday. It's quite silly. It also qualifies for the bronze cap because it is all iron pitchers. Like it's an open bronze roster. Um, this is the short type
I
I would
feel
play. The cards you should really look at that are funny are like Dave Kingman is really funny. You absolutely
I
need to see Dave Kingman if you haven't.
it
Um,
is the fact that, like, other than his eye, like everything is kind of balanced, that this card plays well.
yeah, my thing just thinks he's like a good tweener. There's better gloves, there's better bats, but it just this is what it spit out as being the best card.
Yeah.
Um, Kingman is ludicrous. Um,
What about first place
he's,
defense? I remember last year was funny
I mean,
to talk about.
it's not a terrible thing. It's not like, if I play this card at first base, I'm gonna win every tournament. So I would certainly play him at third base. He's arguably the best glove at third, and he has that bat, which is good in iron. It's about average in bronze, by my estimation. Um, this card's fun. There's a reason it's selling for so much. Um, you already saw, well, you kind of saw Dunn. Dunn is worth looking at. Dunn is great. Um, Dunn is
Oh
probably
wow.
your big iron masher. Um, yeah, he's really good. I would also, so there's a card you're gonna go look at. It's called Jimmy Ryan. It's a reliever. It is probably the best iron hitter. If you remember, Jimmy Ryan had a tournament perfect last year as a center fielder. So you can't see the full card. I can send you a screenshot if you want of what it looks like, but um, it's kind of silly. Iron, non-live, high dupe, highest batting, reliever, Jimmy Ryan. This is the card. I missed its outfield. It's 73 range. You can just play it in center field if you really want. It's totally fine. In iron right
Uh,
now. Even in bronze, you can play it in center field. Center field is kind of a really weak position in my opinion right now.
so if we go center
There's some
field
gloves out there. I just don't think any of them are that good.
and we
Uh,
sort by power. Any idea about splits and stuff in terms of pitching?
on what?
Like
Like what's
how
good? No,
did
I'm just assuming it's 50-50. It's so randomized right now. Maybe I should
well,
like do it by the card pool righty lefty. I don't know.
right.
But
Like,
I wouldn't expect anything more than 60-40
what
Brady
what are you
right
running
now.
for your pitchers?
Oh,
Like, what
I'm running a
percentage?
full lefty rotation just to mess with
Okay.
people. Then a full
Oh,
righty
the
bullpen.
okay.
But I'm about the only person probably doing that. So, I think Armis doesn't have eye if I remember correctly. If he does, he's better than I thought. Yeah, he
No.
doesn't. The Fred Lynn is okay in like left field, right field. He's very splitty though. Um, like him a little better than Armis. Uh, the cards that are like, I didn't really play Iron for very long. The problem is the Iron Quicks are like far worse than the Bronze Quicks, so I kind of tried to move off them really fast. Um, you would like, there's a few other cards. Oh, there's a few really silly cap cards by the way too.
What is this
If you want
eye?
to, yeah, he's funny. I don't think he's that good, but he's funny. There's like on your screen at the very bottom, click on Gerard Dyson is really good. Playing this card in like every cap.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah,
and
this.
then other cap cards, there's a right field Frank Chance. That is a 40 overall. It is a free card. It's one of the silliest cap cards I've seen all year. It's right there on your screen already at the top. Not only does it have 100 eye, it plays catcher first, left, and right. This card's silly. It's very good. There's one other cap card I've been using on every team. Use Kingman a lot because he's a 46. But second baseman by the name of Mike Tyson, not the boxer. Um, Friel is good too, by the way. The second base at the top with some eye, he's pretty good. Tyson doesn't have a bat; he has a glove. But he's 40 overall. He's 90 range, and he plays second and short. This Tovar is kind of weak. There's a Denny Hawking here who I just saw. He's cool because he's Denny Hawking and he plays everywhere. He's not great anywhere, but he just plays everywhere, right? So, um,
That's kind of neat.
yeah, probably towards the bottom of this list, you'll find Mike Tyson. Yeah, there he is. He's a great card. Just because he's 90 range, he's free, plays second and short. Um,
So predicting kind of the evolution, like if you continue to
mhm.
play this card 2, 3, 4, 5 months from now, the idea is that maybe we don't get a card with higher infield range, but maybe we get more errors in arm and turn double play, so that this card gets punished if you continue playing it, and
Mhm.
that he's gonna.
Yep.
Because I would imagine right now, there's no card with 90 infield range and 90 and like 75 error that has this kind of
Oh,
gap.
not
That's
for 40 points. There's a lot of them that are very close, though. Like, if you spend 5 or 6 points, you'll get way better cards than this card.
Oh yeah.
Um,
This is just more like
like,
a floor backup. Basically,
yes,
Mike
this is my
Benjamin.
free card I throw on every cap. You can go, like, there's a live, I don't remember, I think it's Nico Horner that's really good. Not Horner. Horner was the good one. Who is the, just start by defense, and I'll tell you, he's a second baseman. The one I like is the live Nick Punto's kind of fun, but he's a little bit too many points for my taste.
Oh yeah.
Where is he? Is he maybe he's just shortstop? I'll find him 1 second.
Would you start this guy?
Um,
Or his bat is just
Absolutely
not.
not. No,
Yeah.
no, his bat doesn't exist. There's no way it's no. Look up Ryan Schimpf while you're here, because you're on second base. He's the guy you should be starting an iron probably at second. He's kind of got a silly little bat there. He's I'm thinking of Nicky Lopez at short.
Oh.
Why aren't I in the Iron Weekly? I'm a whale now, Tycho. I don't play irons anymore. I just my tournament slots are full. Playing Maze in center. I mean, I would just play Jimmy Ryan in center, Landmark Mike. I think Jimmy Ryan is by far the best center fielder. The Ship is good. He's really good. Friel is like another decent option at second. Um,
Like
Shortstop, I
to
would
me,
play. Go ahead.
like it was we were joking. Well, not really joking, but like the whole idea that defense doesn't matter in 23, and the guys you're highlighting, it's like, yeah, defense still doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, this isn't. I don't like have like a model setup. Like this is very anecdotal.
No,
It's
no, no,
also
but
really beneficial right now to punish the people with bad pitching, right? So I think like if you had this same card pool, but the meta was locked down and like I really had it scienced out, like Dick Egan is probably the guy I would play, right? because he's a 95 range guy with like good speed and an okay bat. I know it's the guy, Kamara was telling me he liked an iron at second. So, um, you know, it's kind of what it is.
But
I think
it's
Dick
just kind
Egan
of
is like,
it's kind of funny because like you have to. I think with the reshaping of the gradient colors, it's gonna make it harder to find the better cards. Cause like all the like good cards, it's like you just see a lot of like yellows and greens. And if you're colorblind, I'm
right.
not colorblind, it
It's
doesn't.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
It's certainly I totally agree with you because it's gonna be very the reshading of the gradient is really for like 6 months for now, and Perfect League will be able to tell good cards from bad cards. It does not help these low level cards at all, right? Um,
because it looks like
it's a
like
little
you have to balance your defense with okay enough offense. But when you go and look at something like where was it? Well, okay, even like if you look at Egan versus like Mike Tyson, like these are both cards that kind of well, Mike Tyson's not a good equivalent. Danny
Hawking's just
Hawkin,
bad everywhere.
no, he's just
It's
bad
just bad
everywhere.
everywhere.
Who's the best bat at second in
And
Iron?
Schimpf, hey, go down a little bit.
Oh, okay. So
Bottom
like
third.
yeah, so if you look at this and you kind of say, okay, well, this is obvious. Like this is like a profile that becomes pretty obvious when like looking at it through the lens of PT23, where it's kind of like, okay, yeah, just look at power and look at eye and but then if you want to really kind of play a play a card that's going to be balanced, then like you have to look at this card.
Well,
And
I
I
wouldn't I
think
wouldn't call this card balanced. I would call this the glove card.
yeah,
I
but
think
there's better cards I thought with better range and is there better
I
cards?
mean, technically, yes, but this, to me, that's not a balanced bat. That's basically a zero bat, anyway. There's some shortstops who'll play second who'll have a better defense, but um,
Oh, I see.
so
Yeah, it seems a little. I guess it can't sort by range, right? No.
no, you can go in shortstop and sort by defense, and probably a bunch of them at the top will play. Like Thief now, I think does. Yeah, Thief now does.
So why
But I
wouldn't
mean,
you
like, look
play
at the
thief?
bat attached.
Right. So you're saying
Well, because look at the bat attached, right? Like.
this is worse than Egan.
This is literally like the worst bat you could probably justify playing in the format. And I don't think it's really justifiable either. Um, oh, on this screen, you should look, just go down a little bit to 45 live Nicky Lopez, who I think, like, if you want to pay up from Tyson, is a really good option. He's just a little better. But
But again, it's because like the
no,
40s
it's not because of the bat, it's because his glove is a little more well-rounded. But
versus
Tyson was
Egan.
all
Tyson.
range and then, like, no error. So.
Can I do infielders in here? No, I can't do infielders in here. Okay. I'm a little slow this morning, so
No, you're fine, dude. Take
yeah.
your time. So not a big deal, but I mean, like, there's plenty of caps. I have points to throw away. That's just like a small thing. You should be playing both EVC. So if you want to talk a little bit about bronze, did we cover all the important irons? I think
Sure.
so. Gorman Thomas is the bat that a lot of people are not playing that needs to be rostered on every single roster. It is maybe one of the greatest bronze bats we've ever seen, ever. It's almost Rob Deerian VL, and it's much better than Rob Deer VR. This card's dumb.
And so the training thing, he has to have at least one
Correct. It
experience
doesn't. If
on a
they say
stock card.
qualified, it does not work. He has to have some rating at the position, and it's really nice when you load in the tournament. So, like, let's say he said 1 of 60 at left field, it would say 60/60 in left field. So it's like telling you he is trained, but also telling you he wouldn't be otherwise, right? It's kind of nice.
Oh, versus just saying like 52.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
It would say like 52 of 52. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this card's disgusting. Joey Gallo. Funny enough, if the historical one didn't exist, the live one would also be one of the best cards. Um, Live one's a bit better of a glove, but this card's really, really dumb. Uh, it's good.
Play him at third.
Your updated model's willing to play Gorman in center. I mean, center fields are just terrible. Oh, you like the live Gallo better?
Because of the
Is it
eye,
just
probably.
defense, Tycho?
Or, I don't know.
No, the eye is lower. Like both power and eye are lower, right? So
Oh, because he can play the corners, probably.
yeah, he can actually play defense. He can't play third, but he can play. I guess it depends on whether you want him to third base or not. I don't really know. But he certainly has much better corner outfield defense, sure. But all center fielders in Iron are or Bronze are pretty bad. Like Jimmy Ryan should be your center fielder, and Gorman Thomas should be your DH most likely. Um, there's a lot of people with 3 cards, which it's just it's not that like it's bad for gameplay. It's just kind of confusing, like especially when like I have to talk about the Bronze Joey Gallo. You know what I mean? No, I don't think
That's
Fielder Jones is good at all. So if you want to see like the gloves in center are pretty ludicrous in Bronze, but they're just coupled by bats that are non-existent, right? And so that's a choice you have to make. Like there's this Fogarty, who I think is really terrible. I would never play this card. The card below him I think is a better version. Fielder Jones, he's got eye is the difference. Um, just a little bit worse glove. I know some people like Leonis Martin. He's just sort of a mediocre bat with a little bit worse glove. Gillen Water, some people like. I'm not a Gillen Water fan at all. Um, yeah, those are your gloves. So
or play Jose Siri. No.
please don't.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Jim Bowden, my favorite bronzes or iron or bullpen arms in bronze are all the irons with 100 home run rating. Those are good cards. I like those cards.
Do they have the bronze double elimination live tournament still?
No, they do not. So every format only has one quick now, and they are all different in the sense of like how they're structured. So by far the most profitable one is gold if you can compete in it.
Miles Straw doesn't seem the worst.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that, Charles. Like Gillen Watt, like the defense is gonna play up as you go up higher, but in bronze, like I would much rather play Jimmy Ryan in center and Gorman at DH. What are you talking about, Miles Straw?
Yeah, I'm just going
Yeah, you
through.
probably play him. I mean, he's not terrible. Like bronze floor, maybe. I don't know. He's got base running. I know some people like this Leote card. I just think it's the wrong shape right now. Um, just think it's the wrong shape.
You know, just
Other standout bronze cards. There really aren't that many. I'm trying to think. There's a really funny left fielder, Jimmy Wynn, which is Jim Wynn. I don't know why he's now Jimmy, but he's now Jimmy. You should go take a look at that card. It's very silly.
how bad is this Tyke Redman?
I don't think it's very good. It may be good later on, but I don't think it's very good right now. Just no power, no eye. I mean, it's the easy things to do. Charles is chasing a stupid theory, X-Door. Are we very surprised at
I'm
this?
currently playing neither in center field and bronze, but that's
Neither referring to Gorman and Jimmy, I believe. So,
Gorman or Jimmy.
yeah.
All right.
Look up Jimmy Wynn in left field. He's the silly card.
Jimmy.
Um,
Okay. My
and scroll down.
virgin eye test. Okay. That seems like
So I won the very first bronze daily early, which is the format that mirrors the quicks, right? So modern day, no cap, DH, right?
okay.
This card walked 31% of the time in that tournament with the most plate appearances of any card in the tournament. So like win better than Wilkerson? Absolutely, yes.
So
Does a Charles, avoid K is fine if they don't have BABIP. It doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything on a home run hitter. It doesn't do anything. It's fine. Like he has 48 BABIP. I do not care that he has 30 avoid K. It's literally not relevant to me.
it's like it doesn't seem like the clustering isn't as well. This is kind of what I was seeing last year in PT23 is that you don't. I don't know where that second break point is at the lower range where the K rate just explodes to like 25 or 40%, whatever
Well,
that number
K
is.
rate really like after 30%, it is such extreme diminishing returns, right? So a lot of people see Dave Kingman, right? Which is why I don't think this card is a problem because everybody's playing Dave Kingman, right? And they see Dave Kingman and their gut is like, "Oh, I'm gonna throw this bronze pitcher with 125 stuff," and it's like, don't do that. Like, probably a bronze pitcher with 70 stuff is enough to strike out Dave Kingman 30% of the time, right? Like, you're just wasting points, right?
Sure.
Like,
Okay.
the
So
only card that
there's
beats this card is the card that says, like, I have 110 home run rating, right?
right.
Um,
Because there's both diminishing returns both ways, right? There's an expected
there's
K
diminishing
rate.
returns on pretty much every number on this card, but, like, control and home run, right?
Right,
If you're
right.
trying to beat it.
But
Yeah.
but I'm saying that like not only is there diminishing returns from a batter point of view in terms of how low their avoid K is, like,
Right.
but there's
Yes.
also
Yes, yes,
diminishing
yes.
returns from the pitcher point of view in that, like you were saying, going from 70 stuff to
Mm-hmm.
100 stuff, that
Yeah.
may bump it from I have to look at a spreadsheet, but
Right. It could go
let's
from
just
like
say like
30.
18 to like 22 or something like that. But
Right.
it's
It
like,
might go from like 30% to like 33% tops, right?
yeah,
Over
yeah,
big data, right? Over a
yeah.
really big sample size. Like it's you could put 50 points more stuff on a bronze card and it might strike the guy out 2-3% more, right? And
And
also, even when he does strike out, he's only hitting like he's got 34 BABIP and 40 gap. I just don't care if this card strikes out either. He's here to hit dongs and play defense, and that's it, right?
get
If this
walks.
card said 60 BABIP, right? If he said 60 BABIP and he had 16 Ks, it would be a little bit different, right? But um, yeah. So
What
I'm very unconcerned with playing these 30, 40 avoid K guys because everybody is also playing this card,
what
right? It makes those cards better too.
so
Um,
go hold on a sec. When you said like 60 BABA, where's those points coming from? Is it coming from
If this
contact?
card had like 25 less power and it had like 30 more
Oh,
BABIP and was the same card, it would be a mile worse, right?
yeah. Okay,
Um,
okay, I understand. I was just wondering. It's
right.
like if if everything stayed that, like if his AVKs
Right,
but
if
his
I just
BABA went
added
up.
60 BABIP, if I just
I was
added
like,
25 BABIP to the card and then I complained about it, no.
I was like, I don't get
Yeah.
that.
No, if I took away power for BABIP on this card, it's like an exponentially worse
Yeah.
trade
Okay. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of the avoid K, right? That's what I'm saying. Like the card is never hitting a ball like that's not a home run. I do not care about anything else on the card, right? And that's the thing that a model really helps, right? Because a model will tell you, like to me, when I'm judging this card, I see average eye, hits home runs, plays defense. The model will actually quantify what the rest of the card does, right? That's the advantage of being able to really break these things down, you know?
So
Um,
you think 70 is average for most of the formats right now that this
I
card
mean,
plays in?
pretty much all the guys I'm jamming in bronze are like, 80, 90 I, right? Plus. It might even be low for like a good team, in my opinion, right? Like I have this card just really roughly, right? It's like a slightly below average bat in bronze, but you're gonna play it because it's the best third base glove that has an average bat, right? Um,
Is there a better bat for third base that doesn't have the glove?
there, yes, there's Gross, Wayne Gross, I believe. He also really funny as a 110 pitcher BABIP because he threw like 2 innings and nobody ever got a hit off him. This card is probably it's got I, so you gotta scroll down. Yeah, this card is probably the best bat just because it's more well rounded.
Or
Maybe there's something
Gallo.
better I'm forgetting. Let me take a look. Hold on.
Could
Oh, you
play.
could play Gallo. Yeah, you could certainly play Gallo at third. I just like I would if I'm playing this Gallo, I'm playing him at first base most likely. Unless I guess maybe I play Dunn. I could play Dunn at first base and that Gallo at third base, and that's not terrible.
So it'd
Let
be
me
like
let me see what I
Gallo,
like.
Dunn,
So
and
I
then
do
who's
appreciate
DHing? So if you are playing
DH
Gallo,
is always Gorman Thomas because I'm playing Jimmy Ryan in center. I think those are not contestable, right? Gorman Thomas is too good.
All right,
Um,
I'm gonna start writing down some of this because I have some
I mean,
silly ideas.
my team is public info. I was gonna
Yeah.
post it in my Discord too, just so everybody can have it. Um, and that has like every card we've talked about today. If you want to talk about, because I know we don't have a ton of time left, but if you want to talk about some of the higher tier cards that are just ballers and caps, we can as well.
Hold on. I just want to write down because I have some silly ideas, so I just want to. So
Right. So if I limit this, who's the best bronze bat that's not Gallo? I would say Gross. You could also play Schimpf at third, and it's not terrible. It's probably one of the other things I would do. VL, by the way, Morgan Ensberg is who I have as the best bat. So if you were to play Gross, you might platoon him with Ensberg. Um,
so play Schimpf at
Schimpf
second.
doesn't. He has no arm. I know it's a mess, but his bat is just great. I would play him at second right now. Yes, that would be what I would do. May not be correct, but it'd be what I would do. Uh, DeRosa. Yeah, DeRosa's a solid second base option if you want to play like a tweener, like a guy that's not Schimpf or whatever. You could play Mark DeRosa.
He's the
It's
WBC
probably
manager, right?
the
That's the same
what?
Mark DeRosa. The WBC
I think
manager?
so. Yes, I think he's the WBC manager. I believe so. Yes. There's some gloves that
Shortstop.
are okay. Nothing crazy. Oh, shortstop in bronze is Woody Held or Herman Long. Pick your poison. Don't platoon them.
Not Hamner.
No, not Hamner. If you want a glove, there's a Greg Gagne that looks just like the gold one. That's a bronze.
Wait, there's
So I
two
would
Woody
play...
Helds. Oh lord.
Yes, there is a lot of duplicates. We have 3 Ricky Hendersons. We have 2 86 Ted Kluinskis.
Yeah.
2 High Diamond Nomars. There's
Who's
a
the
lot
other
of
shortstop?
duplicates. The other is Herman Long. So Herman Long is the same card. He's a little worse, but he is not the worst base runner in the game. So that's kind of your decision.
Okay, this Long looks okay.
Yeah, I would probably prefer Long, I think. Or Gagne, if you just want to play a glove, you play Greg Gagne. He's very silly as a glove. Like I said, it's just the gold card from last year over again with a little less power. So,
No. Do not like.
yeah.
Who's Ned?
I'm not a huge fan of him. Who's what?
Ned Williamson? Oh boy.
Yeah, Ned is silly. Wait, you're playing this at Oh, that's all right, Charles. That's really funny. I'll give it to you. That's pretty funny. I'm okay with that, just because it's a great experiment. Right now.
That's a picture. I want a batter.
Yeah, I don't have any other relevant shortstops. There's a Rob Deere card that's really flexible. It plays corners and first base. VL mostly. It's got I, which is nice.
Was there a Brooks card?
No, I don't think so.
No. Maybe Hubby Brooks. That's.
I think we've covered every Oh, Kirk Gibson is a good VR right fielder. I forgot about him. I think that's pretty much everybody I would play we've named. He's pretty solid. I've probably missed somebody, though. Don Locke is a good VL DH, but it's just like a position that Gorman Thomas has on lock. I'm not even considering Mr. Don Locke, so...
Okay, so right now I have 6 cards that I'm going to target. Hello,
Yep.
OOTP meme lord.
Okay.
So
so bigger cap cards. If you want to talk about that, we can talk about that. There's a few real big standouts this year.
For like what overalls are we talking?
Just open cap wherever, all over the place, right? So David Ortiz is a 79 with the bat of like a diamond card. He's pretty disgusting. I like this card. I play this card in a lot of things. In certain caps, you can pay a few points more for the gold Ryan Howard if that's more your jam. A little less little bit better both ways, I think. A lot less defense. Or not, actually, it's not that much less defense, but the gold Ryan Howard is pretty good too.
Howard?
Yeah, Howard. Ryan Howard. He's got BABIP. He's funny. He's going to be one of those cards I really need a model to evaluate the 36 Avoid K with the 85 BABIP, but it's a fun card.
And he can't run.
Going back to silver, Bill Hall is the GOAT. Bill Hall is back with a vengeance. I think he's more silly than last year. This card has 94 range, and he's a 73 that plays two positions. Um, Card is unethical. If you're playing any sort of cap and you can fit this card, it's probably going to make the team.
Yeah, that power
Pat
is a little.
Mullen. I can look Charles.
Um,
Also, I'm not very, very quantifying. My model is not a real model right now. Yeah, Mullen looks fine. I would. You could play that card if you really want to.
so how have you seen, I guess, the pitching fatigue and the fielding fatigue so far? Is it about
Pitching
the same?
fatigue is pretty much the same, except in dead ball, you can let guys throw like 250, 300 pitches now if possible. Like if it goes 20 innings, it'll happen.
Oh, okay.
Do not pitch count your dead ball pitchers ever. Um, I will say, what was I gonna say? I lost it. Yeah, don't pitch. Count down. Fielding fatigue seems to have the same break points as last year, from what I've noticed. So that's kind
Because
of nice.
there's that one list that I posted. I think.
I think it
Yeah.
lined up pretty well. Like I was doing 85 in caps, and a lot of my guys were hitting 84, 85 on time, and then I was doing 97 outside. Still works great.
Oh, okay.
When I do, by the way, when I do an 85 in a cap, I'm still 97ing my catchers. The live reward Chris Hoyles is probably the dumbest catcher card I have ever seen in my life. It's a gold, but I would actually pay for this card in almost everything because it looks like that. And it has
Oh, okay.
85 ability. Like it's 85 ability. It's reward 2, I think, for Baltimore. If you want to look at the other live rewards I like, there's 2 more of them. So Colorado 1 is good. It's Ubaldo. One of the better silver pitchers in my opinion. I don't quite think he's the best silver pitcher, but hey, look, it's a bigger version of all those iron cards we looked at before. This card's great. And then San Diego 2 is a Diamond Randy Reddy. He's really splitty, but if you're in something where you can afford to play a card VL, he's a hitter. If you afford to play a card VL, this card can play second, third. Great. Great card. So those are the live cards to target. I'm not huge on completing the live missions right now. I don't think they're a big deal. Gold cards. The gold Mike Schmidt is maybe... He's better than some perfect cards. You can also play him at shortstop in gold right now, and it's probably fine. This card's really, really good. There's a reason it's so expensive.
Is there a version of this card in Iron?
Yeah, Kingman.
Kingman play short?
No, not that plays short. No, there isn't. Is there a big shortstop bat in Iron? I can tell you. One sec.
If I go to shortstop, and then
Like, if I wanted a bat for a shortstop, does it exist? It says Ned Williamson. However, it does not think the bat is that good. So do with that as you will, Mr. Charles.
Paul DeYoung.
Absolutely Randy Reddy. I'm really not a fan of Ed Delahanty right now.
Oh, this is where kind of Rico kind of fits in. I would say maybe.
Yeah, Rico would be okay for that. I
Or
might rather
Foreman.
play Ed. I might rather play Ed. But...
Delahanty.
No, I'm sorry, Ned Williamson.
Oh, no.
I was just talking about Ed.
Felipe Lopez. This looks strikingly similar to the Iron Felipe Lopez.
That's not a terrible second baseman, I guess, because it's like Schimpf level defense. Do I have him anywhere? I don't. Maybe it is bad. Are there any other big... Oh, there's some really silly third baseman. You're a Blue Jays fan, right?
Yeah.
Go look up Jose Bautista. You see this card in beta?
That looks like a card that would do well right now.
He's very fun. Some people think he's good, some don't. Because there's also a Jim Tomei at third base that plays the same role. That's also pretty ludicrous with the bat, little less extreme. And then also, if you want a crazy VR third baseman, there's Bill Joyce is like the last one. There's like some real boppers at third base. He's also a big bopper. So the Hank Aaron Gold is cool. Look at the Hank Aaron Gold because it's one of the weirdest cards I've ever seen. I really just don't. Not the diamond, the gold. The gold is just bizarre looking. Um, I think it's okay. I know some people think it's really terrible. I've had okay success with it. It was one of the cheaper ones I picked up early on, so I played it for a bit. Uh, if you want to go up higher, there's like one or two diamonds I'm really fond of. We can touch on too. They would be Bob Allison. Is a big deal. There's two of them, specifically the diamond one, though. The gold one is also a baller. They're both great cards. But this card in a cap is like 82 range, and he can play any corner outfield with a great bat. Like this card a lot. You should also check out the gold one, because it's just really good hitter as well. It doesn't play everywhere like the other one, but it's very good. The diamond Rudy York is probably the best low diamond tournament reward. It's also in competition for the best bat in the game. It also technically can catch.
I love the technical.
Yeah, York might technically not that one, the diamond one. Oh, I didn't know there was a gold one. Technically, it can catch. This card is very, very good. Is there anybody else I'm playing? Oh, like for a pitcher, I'm a big fan of Greinke and Durker right now. Low diamonds. Oh, and John Valentine is my boy. John Valentine is probably the card that I like the most. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about. He's trainable at second, which I think is relevant in league play. This card is very good. And then for pitchers, Greinke and Durker I like. They just have high pitcher BABIP and are well-rounded. Pretty much all the pitchers I'm playing in gold or below are like the same shape as the irons, just less extreme, right?
Pretty much low, high, low, or low, high, mid.
Well, you really, I mean, like, it's perfect team, right? So you got to sacrifice stuff and control. You really can't have both. I'm just really prioritizing the guys with high home run, high BABIP, right? This card has performed a lot better than I thought it would. It has probably the lowest home run of any card I'm consistently playing. What's up, Hamlet? Correa is just a worse John Valentine at second, in my opinion. I don't think it's very good at all. I mean, if you have him, I mean, there's no reason not to train cards. I'm training Aaron Judge at first base right now, which I think if you own an Aaron Judge and are playing him in League, you should be doing. I'm also training Mike Trout in the corners, another thing you should be doing. Trout and Judge are two of the best cards in the game right now. Obviously, they're volatile and they can change a lot based on updates unless they get hurt. Judge gets up to like a 50-something at first, which is kind of sweet. So,
what? Has he ever played first?
He's 6. No, but he's 6'7", and they gave him decent ratings. He must have played somewhere at some point in the minors or college or high school. So he's a 53 at first base. He'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
He's 6'7".
All right. I don't think this is going to work. So we haven't even gotten into the league. It's still processing.
No, we can't do a tournament build yet.
No, but I have my other...
oh, you have your other account? True.
So let's see.
One you started Friday and abandoned.
Let's see.
All right.
I have 3 packs on this account apparently.
Oh, yeah, because packs. Probably from drops, right?
No, because I won. I won the Dave.
You won the first gold quick you queued. That's great.
Yeah. And I did some perfect drafts, and apparently I didn't know what to do.
That's rather funny.
Apparently this team is doing okay. So this team.
Where'd you get placed?
I'm
Stone.
In, I can't tell anymore.
I think green is Stone. Oh, rookie. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Rookie's good.
So these are the
you got Zumaya's? He's fun. I don't know if he's good, but he's really fun. And you got Carroll is kind of a nice pickup. I haven't really used Carroll. I don't even know if I own one, but he's definitely one of those cool glove cards if gloves turn out to be really good.
This team is called the Waterloo Excelsiors.
Uh-huh.
I need to change the logo to be an Excel, the Excel logo.
Oh, I got you. I got you. All right,
All right,
let's rip these.
yeah, and I have 9K. Oh, on day one, I
Ooh, red silvers I don't think are expensive, sadly. No, not at all. It's almost quick sell. Oh no, it's not almost quick sell. I read the price wrong. Yeah, 500's fine. Take that.
um I was arbitraging the um cards on day one. Ooh,
Oh,
gold.
ooh, super worth not really, but I mean, you'll take it. Always take it. And the buy order's not bad either.
Yeah, what other guy cards we talked
Oh,
about?
that Dean Kramer live is actually pretty respectable. If I remember correctly, the bronze one we just saw.
Which
Oh, Colorado Rocky silver. Ooh, 800? Heck yeah. That's a pretty good 3 packs, honestly. Oh wait, did we just get a fourth one? I'm
yeah, from
confused.
logging in.
Cole Irvin. Oh, nice. Another 1K. Let's go. That's pretty good.
And then let's see.
You can probably buy a lot of the cheap cards we talked about that are irons here, which is nice. Oh, you got a Max Freed that definitely did not sell at 9699.
No, I paid 10K for this card on day one, trying to flip it for a lot and
Oh, gotcha, because the
lost.
Braves was a harder mission. And was not stonks.
Yeah,
Um,
but it looks like I'll probably be turn my 1K into
uh,
like 15K. That's not bad.
right. Right.
Art Fletcher, Kevin Millwood. This card
Not a
looks
fan of Millwood, but Art Fletcher, you could certainly play if you wanted to. That is the all glove, no bat option, as Art Fletcher normally is.
right. Up the middle. I had I don't have a backup catcher. Whoops. Uh
Oh, Freehand's a great cap card. This is the card I'm playing in every cap as my backup if I'm not playing Chance. It's a few more
He's a
points, good ability.
-5. Oh boy.
Yeah, probably because he's at 0%, huh? Poor guy.
All right. Let's don't I have I have Mike Zunino now.
Zunino's not actually terrible. He's got like 90 power. It's real
All right.
funny.
How many pitchers do I have? This is I have to remember how to play this game.
The AI still loves giving you 13 for no reason. So
Kevin Smith looks like an okay card. What but do I really need 3 shortstops? Uh
no, you could cut Fregosi maybe. Yeah, you could cut that card. He only plays short. You're not playing him, right? Like that might help a little bit here.
the fact that I'm still first place with
Rookie is a time and a half. Any crazy teams in your league that didn't entry pool? Let's see. Not really. Nobody's. I mean, you have one of the best records. What's this? The FTP? Let's go. The free to play team. Yeah, not a great card choice on this team. So nobody's really stomping down here. Some of these are big cards. They're just not great cards. Like the lefty and the Puig are kind of whatever.
this is a lot of this team is blowing my team out of the water in terms of like overall.
Oh yeah, but I mean, if you constructed like the best bronze team, you'd probably win this league, right? With your 25 control iron pitchers, I think. I was really hoping that guy's name was reliever and he was a relief pitcher, and it's neither of those things, and it makes me sad now.
Yeah. Let's see who. Oh, this is not what I wanted to have here. I want team batting leaders. That's what I want, and then team pitching leaders. I did spend probably way too long refixing my layout because I'm apparently very picky about that. Enos.
Oh, gonna be real with you, I totally forgot I could completely customize this screen now. It's like, not only can you change what's like in the boxes, but you can set up the boxes too to be different. Which is
Yeah,
kinda
no,
cool.
you could do that in 22 or 23 as well. They didn't.
Oh, well,
This page
today I learn.
this page they didn't do, but there's another page that they added. I don't remember what that
Well,
was.
I can like make this now have like 12 rows and 20 columns if I really want, which all get squished by the broken UI.
Yep.
That's kind of fun.
But yeah, so Enos Cabell is rookie legend, I guess. I don't
I
see
don't know. He's
how.
not doing that great of a stealing job. I'll tell you that. Unlucky.
Oh, I still have to clean up my. Can you sort these
I'm
guys?
doing really simple sliders right now. I'm not like doing like I'm just turning off steals, turning down intentional walk, turning down one thing in defense.
Oh,
What is it?
I didn't
Oh
load
no,
any
intentional
sliders.
walk. I turn sack bunt down, stealing off, intentional down, and hook starters I max because I'm setting pitch counts, right? That's
Is there
about
one
it.
more? Did they change this? One, two,
No, it's
three,
the same.
4, 5. Okay. No, it's just.
However, the trade difficulty slider in the base game has 20 notches instead of 10,
Ooh.
which is kind of fun.
All right, let's
I
just
will
do
say I
that.
watched Mushroom streamed for the first time in like 8 months yesterday,
Right.
and he did not make the hard mode trade AI on the hardest difficulty look very hard at all.
Yeah.
Uh, it was quite something when he traded Jake McCarthy straight up for Spencer Torkelson. So that's gonna fire before you could submit it. Oh, you're
No, no,
looking at
no.
it.
I
Oh,
just want to see.
I thought you
Just
were
want to
queuing, and
see.
I'm like, no way.
This. I
Oh,
still
you
have all.
beat? Is that Tech you beat? Please tell me that's Tech you beat. Not this guy, but the one before him.
Louisville Purple Warriors.
There was a Hammerhead. No, it's not
HAD.
him. Dang.
Hadam Hammers.
Auto-generated. It's really funny when you beat a really good player with a really terrible team. It
No,
happens far too often.
this was from Friday, so whatever.
I mean,
Okay.
everybody had a terrible team, but it is funny.
Yeah. All right. We have like 5-ish minutes, so
Okay. Yep. Maybe queue for a daily bronze. If you can get in the early right now, that's the one that matches the quicks. Just for ease of access. You can. It's at the bottom. It's 3 slots left. Get in there.
okay.
And then you're gonna pull data for it for me too after you're done. So
Sounds good. Who managed for 27 years without reaching the World Series?
I updated the data format for this year in my Discord. If you haven't grabbed it already, it's what we're all
What
already using.
what's the 3 meant for? In
Oh, so the 3 is the format. 3 just means bronze, right? So once the PTCS stuff goes live, you know that every daily with a 3 on it will qualify you for PTCS number 3. Not the third one, but like the third channel to get there, right?
Okay. I have Oscar Judd.
That's one of the best ones. Yep, he's really good.
Okay, let's drop all these guys over here.
I hate how it makes you do it 5 at a time. It's so annoying.
No,
Just let me delete my team.
I thought I saw no, it's Elio.
Oh, you only had one catcher on this team too. Poor Bill Freehand, man. What are you doing to him?
Freehand.
Freehand. I agree. All right,
Okay.
let's Oh, nice.
All
That's
my
a
cards
good
have
sale.
fallen.
Yep, that's good.
So
It's good. So
Beeb?
BB you could play. I don't think he makes the end game team, but he's not terrible. Judd certainly does. I don't like
Eric
any of these other
King?
cards. No.
He's not bad.
He's not terrible, but like I guess you could play
Okay.
him for now.
Freehand.
Freehand's pretty terrible and open, but
Ludaris is okay.
there are people playing that card. It is kind of bad.
Fergosi's probably
No.
better.
Kirk Gibson's good. That's like the good hitter you have on the screen. Do you have more cards not on this screen? Yeah, just activate all these. Well, not activate them. Dean Kramer is good. If you activate them, they'll go to the active roster. So, Dean Kramer, you should put on here. He's a bronze. Live bronze.
Oh,
He's pretty good.
here we go. My favorite.
That's not helpful.
Sorting by L10.
That is not helpful. Dean Kramer's pretty good. You should play that card right now.
Okay. Don't want
Anything else on here? Zunino is good, and you don't have another catcher, so I guess you could play Zunino. He's not amazing, but he's better. None of these cards are
Senzel?
good. Don't play any of these other cards. No.
Suarez? No.
Oh, you can play Suarez? Yeah, that's not terrible. You can play Suarez.
Probably in the bullpen.
I mean, we're kind of scraping here. I don't know how many cards we're gonna get with 12K, so.
Okay, so I have 4 pitchers and I have 4 batters. All right. So
you
we
just Do you just want my endgame bronze roster right now? Would that help you?
Uh, we can work on it.
Yeah. So I can find it. What I'm using.
Because I
The
need
best ones. See if you get Layfield or Lundgren are the best pitchers. I should probably do hitters first. Probably do hitters first.
no late fields.
Um,
Lundgren, Mike Headland. No,
no.
hold on,
Uh,
hold on. We'll do this the legitimate way, where I just buy cards and sort by
sort by what's available in the market and build the team that way. Heck
movement.
yeah.
Uh,
No,
no,
no.
not enough control.
Rowan's good. Rowan's one of the good ones.
Okay, so Rowan,
Uh,
welcome to the team.
I like Bob Walk, but he's a different split. He's no stuff, lot of control. He's an interesting one. Don't know how good he actually is, but probably better than a lot of the other cards you might get. Vandermeer you should buy. Oh no, he's 1,000. Don't buy Vandermeer for 1,000. It is not worth it.
No.
He's okay. He's not the best one in my opinion. Um, Louder Milk's good. You could buy that one.
Okay.
Uh, Tim Wakefield is surprisingly not terrible.
So I need six
He's
more
not
pitchers.
amazing, but he's not terrible. For 60, I'd buy him for 60. Yeah, I would.
Any reliever?
Mm,
Is it still like
King Cole good there? No, there's still more good ones there. You've ruined it. There's like no relievers that are good in my opinion.
Mike
Maybe one or two.
Lacoste?
King. Nah. There was a King Cole. He's really good. He's one of the best ones because he's got really high BABIP.
Okay.
Danny Cox is okay. He's a bronze at the bottom. Just kind of well-rounded, 75 points, no brainer. Bob Kuzava is there at the very bottom. He's also good. I mean, you could start by reliever. There might be a few names I know if you want. There's like Murray's okay. You could probably get him. 300 might be too much. I don't know. It's up to you. What else here do I like? Not that card. He's funny, but not Ace Adams is okay in the middle of your screen. And Marshall Bridges, the guy below him, is also good.
I think that's everyone.
Is that enough?
I think so.
It is if we want to keep like BB and Suarez. If not, maybe we go back and we upgrade them. But look for like there's some go back and start by movement VL. There's probably some guys we missed as starters who are like a little splitty but still really good. Not relievers though, starters. No loogies here.
Milner?
No. I could just buy Bob Walk. I think he's better than some of the other ones. And he was like 150 points. The Aaron Sanchez is actually pretty good. The historical Aaron Sanchez below Bob Walk isn't a bad card. I'd play that.
All right, we're done.
Yeah, that'll replace the two we don't want. I don't see I guess there's no Krakowskis for sale. That was the card I really wanted. And Suarez. Suarez was the other one.
I already dropped
In starter.
Where is he?
He's at the top. Yeah, there he is. All right, cool. That's our pitching staff now, roughly.
Walk, Kramer, Cox, Sanchez, Wakefield.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those irons are probably better than the bronze it's putting in your rotation, but it's whatever. It's not a big deal.
I can go back and fix it.
Yeah. All right, hitters. We need literally everything but Kirk Gibson to go. Catcher. Kirk Gibson's good. The other ones need to all go. Catcher, I like. There's some guys with good power that I like with like 70 ability if you want to sort by power VR. And then funny as Zunino's there. Ozzy Virgil's one of them. He's like 180k. I'd buy that card. I like that card. Cal Rayleigh is actually legit too. But both the cards I like the most are here, which are Ozzy Virgil and Ernie Witt. Those are the cards I'm playing. I'd probably just buy them. They're not expensive. You platoon them. They're a good platoon. Ernie Witt's better VR. Ozzy Vigil's better VL.
Okay.
It's like the baby gold Hank Aaron card. Yeah, we have plenty of money. We've only spent 2k so far, so we're good. Frean and Zunino can go. All right, first base. We're gonna try and get done here, for sure. So like other.
For 1,000?
Oh wait, I'm
below
filtered
L10.
by iron. You could. I think it's probably fine. There might be other people that are like similar, but he plays like if you're gonna go play Iron, he's just as good too, right?
So
Um,
Harris is gone.
yeah. Second base probably want to Shimpf if we can get one.
Oh, this is the one.
Uh,
Wait, Gorman Thomas is not a bronze, right?
yes, he is. Absolutely, you want Gorman
Okay,
Thomas if you can get him.
this is the one that I was looking up.
Oh yeah, buy him, buy
The
him, buy him.
the
Absolutely buy
meme,
that.
and then
Um, oh, Jimmy
Gallo.
Ryan, we need.
I'm
Gallo,
gonna
we need. I would buy both. I know if you want him in the corner, the live one's a bit better, but I would buy both,
yeah,
honestly.
and then
Jimmy Ryan's really
Kingman.
important. Kingman is going to cost you like 2K if there's
Yeah,
one available. There is not.
Schimpf.
Shimpf. Oh, there's no Shimpf. Unfortunate. Uh, you probably want like
Long.
DeRosa then. Not that card. For second, you probably want DeRosa and Jody Reed. Oh, DeRosa's
Not gonna
expensive
pay.
though. I wouldn't pay for that.
Yeah.
Jody Reed is good because he backs up shortstop. Also expensive.
Okay. Not gonna
Luis
happen.
Alicia and Lonnie Freyer gloves. If you like gloves. Alicia and Frey. Frey is, yeah, that's a free buy. We do need two of these guys. One who can back us up short.
What? How do you spell the Alicia guy?
Just type Louis A.L. Louis A. Or is it?
Aparicio?
No, not him. He's just not for sale then.
No.
Um,
Herman
Davey
Long.
Lopez is just a crazy bat. Does Frey back up shortstop? That's the important question. If not, we'll find somebody else too.
Okay, we're gonna sort by Power VR. Woody Held. Woody
Frey
Held
does
it
not
is.
back up shortstop. Oh, Held is good unless you wanted the other. Wait, Held? Oh yeah, Held is good unless you wanted the other one, which is Long, Herman Long.
No sell
That's the guy
orders.
with no legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tony Batista.
No.
No.
I don't like that card. No. I'm not big on that one. Davey Lopez has got a great bat. I don't know. He plays like no defense though.
Yeah.
He
That's
also
fine.
runs. He's kind of fun.
We need four more. It looks like we need.
Well, I guess Gallo's gonna play third base for us, right? We have the other Gallo on here. We probably want to swap them, put the one at third because we don't have a Kingman, and then get another outfielder. We need Jimmy Ryan still. That's like the most important card in the game, and we don't have him. He's gonna be our center fielder.
Ryan. No Jimmy.
Oh, there's no. Oh, he's a
wait.
pitcher.
Jimmy
He's
Ryan.
top one. You're gonna pay that for him every time.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. And then swap the Gallows out.
Swap the Gallows. We probably want to Rob Deer and maybe a Jimmy Wynn.
Deer.
Yeah, I'd pay that for him. He's flexible. He plays a lot of places. Good VL.
And
Jimmy
then-
Wynn for left field, maybe.
250. I'll pay it. Okay. I think that's
yeah.
everything now.
We still have plenty of money. We're doing pretty well here. To make sure our lineup, this lineup is, well, it's playing Batista at third. We need it to not do that. It's also DHing Davey Lopes over. Oh, it's playing. Oh, you don't have him as a two-way. You need to make Jimmy Ryan a two-way as well. He's pretty terrible as a pitcher, but it's fine because we're starting him in center field. He really isn't going to pitch anyway. You can make him just like a lefty specialist. He's kind of splitty.
Keep them non-specified. I think that also works.
Yeah, try autoing it again, see what it does. All right, that's better. We need to make Gallo the DH or the third base, Dunn the first base, and then center. Oh, it did DH Gorman. Okay, so we're good. Yeah, we're good. Oh, Witt and Virgil need to swap because Witt is the VR guy. Virgil is not the VR guy.
So who's
Witt
the
is
last?
VR guy.
Who's the last bat?
Go back to your depth chart. We're kind of short. Oh, we don't really have a shortstop backup at all. Maybe some crazy glove. But if we get a crazy infield glove, we don't even want Batista then, I don't think. I think we want to cut Batista for somebody to platoon somewhere.
Here's Woody Held. That's who I wanted. Oh, there's two Woody Helds? Oh, which Woody Held do I want?
Wait, is there two?
There's a bronze and there's
You
a...
want the bronze one, not the iron one. Not the iron
Okay.
one.
Let's
You
get...
could get like a Pat Siri to platoon with Jimmy Wynn if you want.
We're going to get some Leonis Martin to make.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I got a D sub. Oh, if you want that though, isn't it better to get the guy who plays a bunch of positions, Fielder Jones, or yeah, I think Fielder Jones, or the other one
No,
whose
who's
name
the
I can't
shortstop?
remember.
We need another backup shortstop. Backup middle
Oh,
infielder.
if you just want to get both the good shortstops, it was Woody Held, Herman Long. Herman Long?
There's no Herman Long, unless someone wants to.
Oh, you can play Gagny or Gagne as the D sub. It's short.
Is that gonna be okay? Let's see what we get. VR generate.
The game is gonna start Gagne. Oh, it didn't start Gagne. What? Weird.
Oh, play.
That's good.
I still need a backup third baseman, so we need to.
Oh. We also need another backup corner infielder or corner outfielder, right? Davey Lope's got to go for somebody more flexible. Yeah, there's no way we're playing that card. Who like plays all the infield with defense? Ollie Beard is short and third. Crazy Glove is an iron.
Short and third. Needs
Oh,
second.
he's
and
expensive though. Yeah, we need all three really. You could play the
third.
Oh, there's a 53. Go to shortstop, sort by defense. Go to shortstop, sort by defense. He's a 53. He'll play all three infield positions. No, it's shortstop. Got to sort by shortstop, or he won't come up because the card shop's different. Thief Now. Thief Now is the guy I'm thinking of. Maxville also, I think, plays second and short. If you just want second and short, and he's better, but Thief Now will literally play everywhere on the bench. Yeah.
There we go. All right. Okay, I gotta go.
All right, your corner outfield's gonna suck. You should place Martin with a corner outfielder, or a center fielder that can play the corners, because you have Gorman to back up center anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, this is fine. This will probably win you packs.
Sounds good. Let's get that corner outfielder.
Yeah. You could look for one of the other center fielders, like Fielder Jones. I think will play. I think he plays left and right, and if he doesn't, Fogarty does. One of those two will. I don't remember entirely. You should probably check the card.
No. Who's it?
Not
Fogarty?
checking the card. He does not. He only plays center. You wanted the other one. You wanted Fogarty. My bad.
Doesn't matter.
Fogarty plays. Oh, he doesn't even play the others. I'm so dumb. He plays the infield. These cards are bizarre. I'm trolling. Hold on. Wow, these sorts by this. I mean, you could just play Jared Dyson. It's probably fine. You're gonna need one anyway. Or FP Santangelo is a 55. He's okay. One of those two. Again, Chimera, the Leonis Martin thing is just me not having like a proper model set up to evaluate what all these middle tier ratings do, right? He very well could be the best center fielder. I just don't really know.
All right. Okay.
Well, good.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
We'll do this again probably tomorrow with more cards and on the main team.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Okay.
down. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see you
Thanks.
tomorrow. I'll see you chat at 1 o'clock on Laptop Hound's channel.